my name's Nick. I run a successful home maintenance company and I'm here to show you some DIY tricks. In this video we're going to show you how to put up a shelf on plasterboard fixings, but first we need to see how the fixings work. So effectively on the market at the moment there's three different types. This is an older version of what they call a toggle bolt, and effectively once it's put into the plasterboard, as the screw is tightened, this concertina's thus pulling back and holding on the back side of the plasterboard. The second type is just a straightforward plastic raw plug. In my opinion, these don't hold a great deal of weight and are quite susceptible to move around. By far and the best are these just standard cavity wall fixings, which are a very, very sharp screw thread which screws into the plasterboard, and then the screw effectively screws into that. The advantage of these, and only by the metal ones, the plastic ones just don't stand the test of time, but the advantage of these, the two main advantages effectively are: one, they're incredibly strong and hard wearing, but you can put the screw, you can screw it in and out and remove it continuously if you need to. Whereas these are really a one-trick pony. Once they're in and expanded, you can't get them out, or you can't reuse them, effectively rendering them useless. All these work on the same premise. So I've effectively just drawn a level plumb line which we're going to fix on with all our different all our different fixings. So I'm just going to drill a small pilot hole for each of the three fixings. All the fixings that you can readily buy, like these ones, will say on the pack whether it's a 3, 4, 5 or 6 mil drill bit. And effectively all we do, the first two work in the same kind of scenario. We just tap them into the wall. That's not the drill big enough, hang on a second. Just tap them into the wall so they're flush, and then lo and behold, we have our fixing. And as the screw goes into the fixing, the back of the fixing is expanding and pulling onto the plasterboard. So when you get to about there, you can feel it pulling, and that has got a good anchor. The second one, again, works in just the same way. We just put it straight into the plasterboard until it bites, and then again, once it starts pulling in, you'll notice it's tightening up. And again, that's a good sense of rigidity. Third, and again, my final, or my personal favourite of the selection, are these steel cavity fixings. They come in two parts. The first part bites in and kind of with an auger motion goes into the plasterboard like so. And you wind it till the top of it's just flush with the plasterboard. And then, as explained again, the fixing goes straight through, and even at that depth, that is incredibly strong. So when we put a bracket on, which we're going to do now, again, this is just a standard shelf bracket. We're going to go straight through with this. Although that's not level, but you can see. And then all we need to do then is level the bracket up like so, and then mark the other holes just with the back of a screwdriver, possibly in this instance. Release a bit of the tension off the bracket. And these brackets really don't need much to fix with, because effectively they just go straight in to the wall. Again, for studio purposes, we're only going to put two fixings in for now. but already you can feel how tight that is, and that bracket's not going anywhere. And we can put some substantial weight on it. So effectively putting up a shelf, all we'd do is we'd continue our line across, mark with a level, put the bracket in, get it so it's dead level, and then just using the screwdriver, mark the first hole's position, remove the brackets, and repeat the process. Punch in with a screwdriver, put the auger bit in, and then screw the bracket to the wall. Check the level, take the tension off, mark and drill the second one, and off we go, bracket on the wall. I mean, we can use this as a temporary shelf, but that's then as a shelf, which will take an incredible amount of weight. And there you have it, one fixed shelf.